Ciao friends and welcome to Simple Italian Cooking. My name is Liz and I'm so glad you're here. So glad you're here so I can show you how to make a really good zucchini side dish that I use all the time, and it is so versatile. So if you're struggling with how to use zucchini, you have some, maybe it's like kind of on the edge and you got to use it up, this recipe is really good. And it goes with a variety of foods. So, and I will get into that in a bit. So you will see that I have my cast iron skillet. You do not need to use a cast iron skillet. It's just what I'm choosing to use. No particular reason. I'm using it on my induction burner, which I talk about frequently. I'll put a link below to why I use them almost every day in my cooking, not just for these shows. What you want to do, so this recipe is so easy that you can just follow along with me. Like literally go grab yourself a zucchini, some garlic, and some olive oil. And like I said, there's so many different ways you can modify this recipe. The full recipe, if you want like specific measurements for a larger quantity, feel free to go ahead and use the link down below to get to my website. Speaking of, if you like Italian food and you like Italian cooking, or you want to learn Italian cooking and you're not sure how, please subscribe to our newsletter because I send out great information weekly to you. But also make sure to subscribe to this channel because we come out with more videos and videos and videos, and I want you to get notified. So make sure to hit the bell notification button because that will actually notify you on YouTube when we come out, so you know we can keep in touch. All right, so the first thing you see I added about a tablespoon of olive oil. Now I'm making enough for about 2 to 3 people, maybe 2, depending on how you're actually using this. I'm using it as a side dish. And the way I'm going to cut it is in half moons. So I really like cutting my zucchini in half moons. I think that for this recipe, this is the best way to do it. While this is heating up, we go ahead and just get the zucchini sliced. Now I am slicing these about, I guess it's about 1/4 of an inch thick, and that's about the width that you want. That way they're not going to cook to where they're like a mushy mess. We don't want mushy zucchini, so this helps keep that from happening. And I'm using half moons because they're just like easier to eat, easier to grab with a fork. Now real quick, this is almost ready. I can smell the oil in the pan. I'm going to go ahead and just chop up some garlic. So I'm doing about 2 cloves of garlic, medium size. Flexible. If you're not a fan of garlic, then, just use 1, but you definitely want some of that flavor. Now I'm just going to roughly chop this. I'm not necessarily doing anything like, I'm not mincing it with a mincer. You can also slice the garlic really thin. Sometimes I do that. It just really is preference. Please don't feel like if you don't do it the way that I'm doing it exactly that it's no longer a valid recipe or anything like that. Honestly, I do it a little bit different every time. So I'm doing a smaller quantity just because I don't need to make a lot right now. This will be what I'll be having as part of my dinner tonight. Just want to make sure the garlic is coated in the olive oil there so that it can cook in the olive oil and really get that olive oil, have that olive oil a nice garlicky flavor. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and finish chopping up or slicing the zucchini. So when you do a half moon, this is how you do it. So here's your zucchini, right? So you cut it lengthwise, and then what I do is I put it like this, and I just cut the 2 of them at once, and it saves you a little bit of time, goes a little bit faster. Don't worry if they're not perfect. Mine certainly aren't. So this looks really, really good. The garlic is starting to sizzle a little bit, and that's what I want to look for. We don't want to brown the garlic, so this is looking pretty good. Why wait? I'm going to go ahead and add the zucchini right away. Now we don't want the zucchini to become a mushy mess, right? So the key to that is not to cover it. When you cover it, it traps that steam. It keeps that moisture in there. The more moisture that's in there and locked in the more moist and soggy the zucchini is going to get. It will cook faster, granted, but I don't want soggy zucchini. Now, that's not to say that I've never overcooked it and it has become soggy. Let me tell you, it still tastes absolutely amazing. But I really like mine to be not so soggy. So that's how you avoid making it really soggy, is keep the lid off of it. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and add just a little bit more olive oil. I think I went a little bit light on that. I didn't measure. Now, here's another thing that you can do is if you want to do a mix of olive oil and butter, just do 50-50 each. That's really good too. Sometimes I make it with just the butter. That would be more of a northern Italy. The olive oil to cook it down with is more of a southern way of doing it. So I guess you could say I'm kind of in the middle sometimes. A little bit of both. You want to do this on like a medium heat. If you go too high, it's going to burn. And if you like that kind of charred flavor of your zucchini, then fine, go ahead and do that. But that's not what we're going for here. So let's just talk for a minute about what this side dish would actually go with. Okay, and the easy answer is almost anything. But let's break that down a little bit. So I'll tell you some of the types of dinners that I've served it with, and that is obviously pasta. So I love having this with pasta pan and actually incorporate the zucchini into the main dish. But you can have it as a side dish to the pasta when you serve it. And let's see, what else? I love zucchini, having the zucchini with almost any type of chicken dish. So I would say obviously things like chicken cutlets or baked chicken, breaded baked chicken. Sometimes I'll do my like chicken and figs dish. Is really good. You can have with the roasted chicken. Oh yes, so one of my recipes on my site is, and I think I have a video for it, is roasted chicken with rosemary. Very, very good. And this would go great as a side dish to that, especially if you use the butter. If you're cooking it with the butter and you have some like mashed potatoes on the side, that's really good. You can have it. You could have it with Italian meatloaf. That would be really good. You can even just have it with meatballs on the side, sausage, peppers, onions, and sausage is another recipe that's really good, and this would just be a good side. I mean, it's a vegetable, so it goes with so many different things. And in terms of herbs and other ways that you can modify this recipe, that's kind of cool because I like to do it a little bit different. Sometimes what I'll actually do is I'll actually add in, if it's in the summertime, I like adding in fresh basil. That's really good. Now, my husband does not like basil with his zucchini. I personally don't mind it. So I do tend to stay away from that just because I want him to make sure he eats my cooking. So I'm not going to waste my time. But you may really enjoy that. And I would recommend doing it with only fresh basil. I don't think dried basil would taste as good. You can try it, but I don't do that. You could try it with some parsley. You could try it with arugula. If you like a little bit of kick, add some red pepper flakes. So you might be wondering when I mentioned about the pasta, what kind of pasta to use. So I kind of just made a vague reference to that. Well, the truth is, a lot of times what I'll do is have it with just plain pasta. When I just do like pasta with olive oil and garlic, or maybe with some breadcrumbs, I like mixing it with that. But really, I've also done it when I've actually had it with a tomato sauce. And I can mix it in. I'll add the zucchini into the pasta. A lot of times it's not that I incorporate it over the stove. It's just I'm serving this as a side, and then when I just mix it all together on my plate, and it's absolutely delicious. So I'm just using a basic variety of zucchini. If you're able to get your hands on some of that light green type of zucchini, a lot of it's Italian zucchini. It has a more mild flavor, so people that aren't real crazy about zucchini may prefer that because it doesn't have that real strong zucchini flavor. That's actually my favorite, but this is what we have in town, and I'm not growing a garden this year. So let's talk about some modifications that you can also do with this recipe. So like I said, this is a very basic recipe. You can throw it together in no time, and it's so easy and it's so flavorful. But what other things can you actually do with this recipe? So one thing that you can do is you can add some chopped tomatoes. You can add herbs like I talked about. You can even try some rosemary in it would be good as well. There are other types of herbs I'm not crazy about, like thyme. I'm not crazy about thyme, but if you are, you can try that as well. You can even try some mint in here as well. That's part of or I should say, I think basil is part of the mint family. So you could add some mint in here as well. That would taste good. But another thing that you can do too is you can actually add in some really thin slices of potatoes. And the reason why I say thin slices is because that it'll cook quickly. And zucchini does, once it really starts cooking down, it cooks up very fast. You'll notice that I'm not using any onion in this particular dish. If you want to add some in, you certainly can. Okay, so this is perfect. So I'm actually going to shut this off, and I'll zoom in so that you can see this. But I have this. This is not mushy at all. I want this to be fork tender, and what that means is that I can easily spear it without it falling apart. So it's tender. It's not mushy. When you taste test it, it's very hot because of the oil, so be careful with that. But let's go ahead and see how it tastes. I'm gonna get some of that garlic in here because I love garlic. It's just the way I like it. Nice and simple and full of flavor. You cook the zucchini too much, you're gonna lose that flavor. So remember, the quantities are super flexible. This is such an easy dish. I mean, it's only been 15 minutes, and that was with me talking in the beginning and all this kind of stuff. When I'm whipping this up, it can even take less. So I hope you try this recipe as a side dish. It can go with a roast, a beef roast, almost anything that you can think of. So listen, let me know if you enjoyed this recipe or if you have your own ways of making it. If you want the printable recipe, the link is below. Also, make sure to sign up for my newsletter for more easy Italian recipes just like this that taste absolutely amazing. Well, thank you so much for watching. Grazie e ciao.